Come along with me as I go over some of the safety features in your new Tesla. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to go over some of the key safety features that come with your Tesla. If you're new to getting a Tesla or if you've had one for a while, safety is one of the big components that come with owning a Tesla. It's rated as one of the safest cars to drive, and there's a lot of things that go with it when it comes to safety. So today we're going to go over some of those features in the settings, and give you kind of a rundown in terms of the features that I use and the features that you can use and what they mean and what they look like. So let's jump right in and dive right into it. So as you can see here, we're sitting here in our screen. So we're going to go over some of these key safety features that come with owning a Tesla. I've gone over settings before. There's a previous video that I can link as well, and you can search on my channel. Just kind of a rundown of all the different settings that come with a Tesla itself. But today we want to focus really on the safety features of a Tesla, because owning a Tesla is a big deal for a lot of people. Like I said, it's one of the safest cars that you can own and drive. And so safety is obviously a big deal. And so we kind of want to go through those features here in the car itself. So let's start off going to home here, or clicking on the car icon here in the bottom left corner. You have all your different settings here, from controls and dynamics to charging, autopilot, locks, all the way down and so on. So first we're going to start with the locks, because obviously that is a pretty key safety feature that comes with a Tesla. And as you can see here, with the different phone keys that I have activated as well, for my phone, my work phone, my watch, and my wife's phone as well. And then you have your key cards listed below as well, which tells you the last time we used it. It's basically right when I got the car back in June of last year, or May of last year, really. I think I tested out my key card at one point in June. But using our phones to actually unlock the car, so you can get that set up in the Tesla app to make sure that your phone key is actually working. And then you have your child lock features, right? Those are pretty standard. So we have a 7-year-old child. So if we want to lock the doors, he usually sits on the right side of the car. That's where his little booster seat is. You can lock that door, you can lock the left door, or you can lock both of them as well. He likes to roll the window down, so sometimes I'm going to have to lock the windows, especially when we're driving fast. And then you have things like your walk-away door lock. This will automatically lock your door and all your car itself and your trunk when you leave with your phone or your key fob. So as you park the car and you get out, especially if you have this activated, you have your phone with you, you're able to walk away and the car is going to automatically lock as well. With the driver door unlock mode, when you enable this, as it says, the driver door and the charge port will unlock when the key is detected near the driver's side of the vehicle. Holding down the interior vehicle door button will unlock the rest of the vehicle. I don't have that feature on, but then unlock on park as well. That way you can get off. And then you have different things here. If your car is left open, type of notification. So if your doors and windows are left open and those types of things, you can exclude your home from that as well. And you'll be notified if the trunk, the door, window is left open, or if your vehicle is left unlocked unexpectedly. So I don't exclude home. I keep it locked even in the garage as well, just to make sure. And then you can customize the lock sounds as well. So if you click on that, it takes you over into kind of your boom box, and you can click on lock sound, and you can customize these with different old school horns and applause. You can load from a USB different types of sounds as well. So we're going to get back into that. But those are, scroll down, and then close windows on lock as well. So once the car locks, if you have your windows down all the way or down a little bit, make sure that it'll close. And then we're going to jump into the other safety part here and kind of go through this, right? So Sentry Mode. I think a lot of new Tesla owners will get a new Tesla. People will talk to them about Sentry Mode, and they're not 100% sure what that is. Basically, it's using the sensors and all the cameras around you to detect if somebody's approaching your car, if there's suspicious activity, as it says here, or a threat to your vehicle when it's parked. As it says here, if the threat is detected, such as someone leaning on the car, Sentry Mode will flicker the headlights, display a message here on the screen, indicating that the cameras are recording, and then they'll save the footage of the event to your USB drive. I'll show you where you get your USB drive as well here in a little bit as we get to that portion of it. Sentry footage is not transmitted to Tesla. For threats such as a window break-in, the vehicle will also send an alert to the mobile app on your phone. It can activate the security alarm and generate a loud, unexpected sound from the audio system. Your key thing here with Sentry Mode, if you're not aware, is that if your battery is less than 20%, Sentry Mode will not activate in order to save battery, because using Sentry Mode on your car will obviously drain your battery a little bit as well. So auto enable Sentry in park. I've excluded my home and I've excluded work. So when we're in these situations, like right now, we're sitting in the garage, I don't need it to record for Sentry as well. And you got your camera-based detection. Sentry Mode uses the external cameras in the vehicle sensors to detect security event when it's parked. Okay, if it's disabled, the vehicle will only save clips to the USB drive if a physical threat is detected. Okay, and then you can also disable Sentry Mode sounds right here if you don't want sounds to be made when the car is in Sentry Mode. From here, you can view the camera via your mobile app. So if you're in your app on your phone, you can view live camera footage and those types of things, and then as well as your dash cam and any recordings that go with it. So I keep this obviously enabled. Allows me to remotely look at the car, look at, say, video clips, and so on. Key feature here when it comes to safety. And then you got your automatic blind spot camera. Show the side camera when turn signal is engaged as well. Then you have your blind spot collision warning chime. So if you're, we'll pull these kind of up here, right? These will be activated when you're turning your turn signal on, and then it'll turn red if there's something that is in the way as well. Go back here. And then your rear cross traffic chime as well. So if you're backing up, this camera here will turn red and start chiming if there's a car that's, going behind you, and if you're about to approach it as well. Okay, as we get back into it, you can turn parental controls on as well. So if you give your teenager this car to drive, or give them your Tesla to drive, you can enable parental controls. When you click on that, you can make a lot of adjustments here. So you can set the maximum speed limit that they're allowed to drive in. You can reduce your acceleration to set it to chill, so they can't move it out of chill and put it into a, standard or sport or anything like that. Speed limit warnings, forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking cannot be modified if you have this feature turned on. And then you can obviously set curfew as well in terms of when they're allowed to drive and when they're not allowed to drive. I don't have a kid that can drive yet, so I don't need to have that turned on. If you want to just adjust the speed limit for yourself, you're able to do that right here as well to make sure that you aren't going over a certain speed if you're on like the interstate or anything like that. Another safety feature for inside the car is your cabin overheat protection. If you have this on, about 100 degrees, if the inside temperature of the car reaches 100, it's going to try to start cooling it down a little bit. That's obviously going to use a little bit of battery, so this feature will not operate if the battery falls below 20% charge, and so on, right? You never leave your child unattended or anything like that in your car. And I'll show you the other feature in terms of what you can put on like dog mode and anything like that. If airbags deploy, it will automatically call 911, which is a pretty big feature. The security alarm is turned on. Your park assist chimes are turned on. Gear chimes, you can lower volume in reverse. I don't have that on. And then you can also enable Joe mode as well. So what Joe mode will do for new Tesla owners is will reduce the volume of your car's chimes. Some people think they're kind of annoying, or if they're loud or anything like that. Okay, the quieter chimes continue to alert the driver effectively and minimize distraction to passengers. In the rare scenes example given, Joe's kids, this came from a guy named Joe. Basically, that's why they call it Joe mode. Like, oh, it's too loud in here. And then you put your park brake on as well, and then you can also power off the car as well. Let's see here, some other key safety features. I have the glove box. I have a pin to get into the glove box as well. If you forgot your PIN, you can enter your Tesla account credentials right here. If you forgot what you set this to get into your glove box, that's where your USB drive is at as well. When it's you can enable Sentry Mode from the main control panel. as well. So that's one way to do it. You can adjust your child locks from here, so you don't have to go into the first area that I showed you, the window locks and those types of things, from this part of the screen, right? You got your charging, your autopilot. So we're just looking for the safety features here as well. On your navigation, um, you're not really going to see a lot of necessarily huge safety features there. And then you have your trips, your Wi-Fi, and those types of things. So that's kind of a quick little rundown here, of the different safety features that come with the Tesla. So for new owners of a Tesla, it's good to kind of know what those safety features are, beyond just the car itself, from getting into an accident or anything like that, of being safe or not. But there's also a lot of different things that you can manipulate as well. So that's kind of a quick rundown of it. So that'll be the end of it. Thanks for coming along, to kind of go through those features. If you like what you've seen, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and I'll see you next time.